Hello, hello! Welcome back to another stream. I am out of breath, but in my defense, my dinner was absolutely delicious. It was the potatoes again. Potatoes are so good, oh my gosh. So, last stream, if I recall correctly, I made a jump to get to level 41 because I'm like, I want to get at least one level before the holidays. And I could have just done that with this stream. It could have just as easily done. And then I would have called it a week. But no, I'm a bit silly. So I pushed it. It was worth it though. It was very much worth it, so I'll take it. I made the progress. Will I push for progress like that? We'll see. Not tonight though. I don't think I want to go too crazy. Hello. I've got a precious pooch by my side. Nothing can stop me. Except if the Dusks decide to go overboard. For anyone who is totally new to this, hi, I'm Yellowfang42, and I've decided to do something silly. That silly thing is level up to level 99 before I even fight Twilight Thorn. Why? Because one of the reasons was I had beef with him on crit mode. I'm just gonna say that outright. The other reason is because I think it'll be hilarious. I've already done a test run at level 35, so it's looking promising. And so far with that level 35, I haven't poked around with it in a while, but it didn't crash when I got that going. So yeah, hopefully it'll be smooth sailing. I am very hopeful about it being smooth sailing. I'm very excited about that process. Anyway, the reason for my slight lateness, or yeah, slight lateness. Usually I started about 6:30ish. I got distracted. 1 by dinner, and 2 because I've been recording for my next video on the bakery. Making some progress there. Finally. As promised by, I think the last video. I can't remember. It's either the last video or the last time I streamed on there. But I did promise. Christ almighty. Apologies, I'm seeing some interesting shenanigans going on my screens, but it might just be my monitoring screens that are off the fritz. Anyway, I did promise that I was going to build a well in a giant wheat field, and I am a sliver of the way done. I've got 2 slivers of wheat field mostly done. It's been quite an interesting process of mining underground. Please don't touch my keyboard, my boy. My precious puppy. My dog is hanging out with me this evening. I think he's a little upset. He's chilling. So it's all good. And we're making some progress. That's also good. But like I said, it's gonna be very interesting. I've watched how some other Minecrafters make their videos and stuff, and I'm like, okay, there's definitely a process here when it comes to recording and uploading that I can learn from, and I can kind of discern based on how the video is edited and put together. And I'm like, okay, cool. So hopefully that will be underway. I don't know if that's going to be done before or after the holidays. We'll see. Just based on time and the like. But I'm very, very excited to get that and more progress done on the bakery. Even if it's just something that might seem like small, it's technically a huge chunk of time that'll be taken out because of that. It's also getting me thinking about the logistics, how players are going to explore. It got me to make some work on some redstone, so then experience bottles can pop up in case they're on adventure mode or something like that playing this map. It's going to be a map where you can choose to do survival or adventure depending on how you set it up. But I wanted to make sure that that worked. So I've got like a tripwire thing where if you walk on the tripwire, it drops some experience. I don't know how much is going to be needed for anviling a Depth Strider book to some boots. But I did make sure at least one pair of boots was enchanted for exploring the underground waterways. I'll get the full waterways set up once I finish the wheat field. It's gonna be really tedious because I gotta make the branching paths, and then I've got some bubble columns that lead up to the surface. That way it makes sense, like as if the water was being pumped up to the surface for the wheat field to grow. That was the intended reason for that. Yep. Well, that's interesting. He despawned. Guess he got too far away from me. Fascinating. It's always fascinating to see the mechanics of these dusks where if you don't get hit and if they don't hit you, they'll despawn after they get a distance from you. I've found that very interesting. You have to interact with them somewhat, or otherwise they despawn. So, cool facts, cool facts. Yep. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And we're already off to the races with a big stretch. I've made sure that I have water, but chances are I'm probably gonna have to refill the water bottle again, because that's just how it goes. This puppy is desperate for attention, so I'm going to give attention. Hopefully I can learn to drive while only holding the controller with one hand. It's a good puppy. It's a very good puppy. Are you a sad sack? Are you a sad sack, sir? You're such a good puppy. You're such a good doggy. Goodness sakes. Goodness sakes. Oh my goodness. Dogs require lots of love. Lots of love and attention and affection and sneeze. I might do a break, not immediately, but during one of the breaks there's gonna be the passing out of the food. I'm saying it slightly weird so then he doesn't get too hyped up. I don't want to hype him up early and disappoint him. That's right. I don't want to disappoint you, my good puppy. My good puppy. We're off to an excellent start. If I remember seeing, that was about like 17,000 XP. We are definitely not clearing that tonight. For obvious reasons. Multiple obvious reasons, actually. Nice. It's good. Doing good. Oh. Yesterday's endeavors were also a success. I do not recall half of them, though. I genuinely don't. I think there was something involving groceries. In fact, I'm 99% sure that there was groceries involved. It wasn't waffles, though. I dealt with the waffles on Tuesday. What was it that I dealt with? Huh. Who knows? Oh, never mind. I do know. I took care of some basic errands and stuff. No, sweet pup. It's just the weathers. It's just the weathers. The weathers is not good. I'm not gonna sleep well tonight. I'm so not excited for that. I'm gonna actually have to take up the dose of melatonin, or just... I was gonna say drink a ton of magnesium, but that will probably backfire on me, knowing me. Also, that probably isn't the exact usage. It's melatonin. Choose melatonin. That's probably what I would do. So either way, sleep is gonna suck. Although it has sucked for the past few days, so... yeah. Just randomly waking up at 2 or 3 in the morning and I'm just like, ugh. You know how that feels. Where you just wake up at like the worst time and you're like, ugh. And the only bright side of it is that you're waking up early enough that you get a few more hours of sleep. Like, I slept until 10 this morning. In all fairness, the dream that I had, I think between 9 and 10 a.m. was pretty interesting. Part of it, I was at a school. Again, it's always at college. I have dreams of being back at college and like forgetting an assignment or something like that. I wonder if I've forgotten an assignment and didn't realize it. Shoot, I've had dreams where I've signed up for a semester of college and then forgot to go there. Like, it's that bad. I could have gone to my grad ceremony, but things were not looking up in that department. And by that department, I mean literally college wiped out almost the last of my bank account by the end of my graduation. I barely survived. I am one of very few people who managed to get through without having to take out a student loan. I did have to take out a loan and also deal with scholarships and getting like Pell Grants and things like that. Like, I definitely needed financial aid, but I also went to a cheaper school, so that was a huge factor in why I'm not fighting my life with student debt. I think I've said it before, I'm a very lucky person. I've had some very good opportunities. Thankfully, I didn't squander half of them. I've probably squandered some of them, but not all of them. Gosh darn it. Yeah. Let's see, what else is on the docket? Ah! Yeah, okay, talked about the video and that I'm recording. I'm not actively recording it right now. I'm very glad that there's 2 instances of OBS logged in right now. The current one is actually the one that you're seeing the eyes through is working really, really well, and I'm very happy about that. I'm very happy to see that it's working. And the other one hasn't thrown a fit, so yeah, cool. I don't know if it's because it's not the same version, maybe that's it, or if it's just behaving itself for once in its life. It's probably that. Oh my goodness. I'm getting the big yawns. So most recently, like, I scroll through short form content. It's kind of a bad habit, but I do appreciate that every once in a while I get some decent stuff instead of rage bait. I do not like the rage bait. Here, let me tuck you in, pup. Does that feel better? It's a good dog. Anyway, instead of getting rage bait, every 3 to 5 videos, depending on it, I have a really weird For You page. Not like weird stuff. It's just very... It's got a variety. And part of that variety is WWE clips. I have like a peripheral knowledge of whatever's going on in WWE. It's very fascinating, very entertaining. So now I just, every once in a while, I think about random wrestling intros and whatever storyline is going on. I'm like, oh, I wonder what's going on right now. Wonder what event they're getting ready for, that sort of thing. The one intro that does get stuck in my head is Joe Hendry's one. We're not summoning him. He can't just pop in on the screen. If he did, if he just popped in out of nowhere, I think I might have a heart attack. But that is one of my favorite wrestling gimmicks. From the few that I've seen. The other one is Undertaker just spawning in, showing up, disrupting a match, taking a dude out, and then disappearing afterwards with zero explanation. It's one of my favorite things. Ah, classic. I love that they put a lot of effort, at least as far as I can tell, it looks like there's a lot of effort and a lot of work that goes into telling the stories and, like, trying to make the fights look good, trying to keep the crowd interested and happy. Like, who's gonna be heel, who's gonna be on the main roster, who's gonna do some side stuff, that sort of thing. I can only imagine the amount of work that goes into it. And I can only imagine like booking stadiums and getting all of that set up is probably a nightmare. I wonder if they do stunt coordination. I say this as someone who's very fascinated by behind the scenes productions of any shows. Like even when they do like improvisations and stuff, there are some plans and so forth. Just to peel a little back behind the wrestling world. There are some initial like ideas and plans of like, okay, how do we want the story to play out? What are we gonna do if this happens or that happens? That sort of thing. I wonder if they've ever done a storyline where it's kind of a choose-your-own-adventure route where they just are like, okay, nothing is decided ahead of time. We're just gonna see how this goes and then branch off from there, like a choose-your-own-adventure thing. I think that'd be a pretty sick thing. It would be to coordinate and set up, but it's doable because I've seen it done through a lot of storytelling games. Lots of storytelling games do different things. Although some other storytelling games that does end up just going back to the same route, so who knows, it depends. I won't spoil any specific storytelling games right off the bat, but there are some events that do just happen still in storytelling. That, yeah, very important. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna crack my back. I should probably fight these guys before I get distracted by my own back pain. Much better. I am craving something chocolatey, and unfortunately I've given myself my dose of ice cream for today, and I don't have any additional chocolate treats. I feel deprived. I do have brownie mix available, but I don't want to make the brownies tonight. Maybe I'll make them tomorrow. Oh my goodness. Big yawns, big yawns. At least it makes perfect sense as to why I would have such a big yawn though. Because of that weird sleep shenanigan. Very weird sleep shenanigans, I might say. The burn is slowly healing, and the skin that is growing back from the blister point. To explain, I burnt my hand on some hot glue. Not the hot glue gun, hot glue. So, instant blister, hurt, stuck onto me, just pain all over. So I got the blister drained and stuff, and it's dry and all that. Like, it's taking care of its healing. So now all that's left is all the where the dead skin is. It's gonna get pushed out for some of the fresher stuff. And yeah, it's annoying the crap out of me. I cannot wait to have my fingertip back. Cannot wait. Seriously, I want to claw at it so bad, but I need to let the healing process run its course all the way through, or else there's gonna be some weird divots on my index finger. Not that I handshake anybody on a regular basis these days. I don't trust people anymore with handshakes. But it probably would feel kind of unpleasant to feel like a random divot in somebody's hand. Like where it otherwise would just seem like it's fine. I don't know. Oh my goodness. That's a big one. Yeah. And it looks like my shoulder is trying to pinch. I don't appreciate that. I would love to have a bunch of those mini Snickers right now. Those are really good. Like the little square ones that like have different different letters, just a single letter. It'd be really funny to like dig through a Snickers package like that and try to spell out the word with the little mini bars, the really mini ones. I think that'd be a fun thing to do. Very fun indeed. I am so cold. Oh my gosh. I feel like a lizard sometimes. Funny enough, I am not a lizard. I just get cold. I do not like the cold either. It's very funny. Ooh. Oh my. It was a good day though. It was a very good day. Oh, I guess I took him out. Okay, cool. I need to leave the healing point alone so then it can heal. Please let it heal, brain. Whee! Oh, I guess I did run over a potion. It was just kind of invisible there. Oh my gosh! Good heavens! Staying awake is apparently difficult right now. But like I always say, this is probably one of the most relaxing activities in the evening. I don't know why it is. But it is. It's very relaxing to just sit down, do a very repetitive task of back and forth with these dusks, and make some progress. I'm hoping to get to around 13,000 XP remaining tonight. I think that would be a pretty good goal. Yeah, that sounds like the perfect goal. Okay. Yeah, this is fine. Ooh, a hiccup too. That's nice. Felt a little like a sucker punch. It's okay. Good puppy. I might grab another blanket and put it over my shoulders. I'm gonna grab one right now, actually. I'm thinking about it. Let's get that bread. Ooh, nice. I left the wheat field open in the Minecraft world because it's not on a server, it's still local. And it's finally grown. Very happy to see that. It's gonna be so good when the whole field is finally done. Very, very good. Oh. And then I'll need to set up the animal field so that it makes sense where this bakery place, civilization, got all the materials to build their giant baked good buildings. I've already got some of the sugar cane down. I'm gonna need to make a proper sugar cane farm, like a manual looking one, to make it clear how they did their sugarcane shenanigans. That sort of thing. I'm getting an idea. And I'm liking the idea so far. The idea is that I make 4 quarters and then 2 quarters are the wheat fields that I've already started, and then the other 2 quarters remaining are the sugarcane lines. I think that would be the best course of action. Jesus. I want to check something, but I don't want to pray. Oh my gosh, apologies for that. It's a very, very calming sort of deal. Playing this game, I mean. Just give it a few hundred hours later and I'll be fighting for my life against something that should normally be really easy, especially at a high level like this. Ooh, I just thought of another boss that's gonna be really funny to fight. It's gonna be, like, both of the bosses in Beast Castle, like the door one, is gonna be really funny to play against. And I say this solely because I think it'll be extremely funny to see how fast I can beat it. I wonder if I can one cycle it at level 99. I'll find out. Ooh, and I'll get, I wouldn't say revenge on the centaurs with the long spears in Land of Dragons, but just a teeny bit of revenge, like a tiny smidgen of revenge. Oh great, I'm gonna have to pick up stuff in the morning. I freaking love it. I'm gonna take a look actually. Let me get a look. Okay, so I'm looking at the freaking void. 1 second. I'm gonna mute up. Okay, that was a mistake. Holy crap. I believe I can breathe. Whew! I am very awake now. I am so awake, it's ridiculous. Haha. I don't need a cup of coffee. Ah, gross. Okay. Well, my entire soul is cold. Cold. Okay, please stop trying to kill me. Like, it's fine to get some damage in Dusks, but please. I want to keep progressing. I don't want to erase what I just did. Please, I beg. I say as I've already taken them out and I'm heading down the walkway to start the whole process again. Doing pretty well though. Doing absolutely grand, old grand. Alright, which one of you two wants to fight me? Perfect. I love it. Oh. I'm thinking about that command roulette birth by sleep thing again. Because for anyone who isn't familiar with this, my base controller, the one that you get when you first buy a PS4, the left or right trigger has an issue where if you press it once, it thinks it is pressed the entire time. I could probably go in and fix it, but what I also can do is I can play Birth by Sleep and make the command menu spin constantly as I play it and call it command roulette. And I think about that constantly, but I do think about it a lot. I think about it very frequently. I am going to give a heads up in advance. I will not be surprised if the stream suddenly cuts off and I can't get it back online. I'm just going to warn in advance that this is a very high possibility just given the current circumstances right now. Like, I will not be surprised if that happens. Hopefully it doesn't, though. Knock on the piano bench. Beep, beep, beep. Why would a piano bench beep? Oh my gosh. Whew. You know, it's an interesting concept. Game without my glasses. I am very blind. Not to the point where I can't see anything, but I legally cannot drive. Like, that's how bad it is. I also have no idea how much XP I have right now. But basically, it's to the point where everything is a blur and it's kind of hard to tell. Like, I see the smidgen of green in the corner, but I don't know how much is in there. I can see the movement of the dusks, but I don't know... Like, I know how they're moving just because I'm familiar, and I can see the semblance of them moving around. But I can't read the screen. It's like a bunch of bubbles all combined. The walkway looks really pretty, though. Like, really pretty. What is that? Oh, let me take out these guys real quick before I do any shenanigans like that again. Oh my gosh, I'm just reading something the same. Either way. What was I thinking about? Yeah, my eyes are bad, and my glasses lenses are Coke bottle thick. It's ridiculous. The only reason that they aren't any thicker is because of the material I chose. I am still not looking forward to seeing my eye doctor. That's why I still haven't called and made an appointment. I will make an appointment eventually, just not right now. But it is kind of becoming a pressure point for driving. Because I can still read the signs, but there is a high chance that, like, reading signs is going to start becoming a little bit difficult. If either A, I don't start doing some eye exercises to try to improve things, or B, I don't go to the eye doctor to update my prescription, because I'm definitely out of date with it. I haven't updated my prescription since I was in college. I graduated like 3 years ago at least. So, yeah. I was a bit of a slow goer. I'm putting my eyeglasses back on. It did feel nice though, being my blind self. But I also like seeing. You know what I miss? I miss being like 20 feet across a classroom. Christ almighty, I can't even speak a simple word. Basically, I miss being able to like have to just squint to try to see the board in class. I miss that era of my eyesight. I no longer have those glasses. I donated them. Same with a huge pack of older glasses. Most of them were wireframes and they kind of made me look like a granny. I don't do very much in the department of glamour makeup. I was one of those girls who was like, I'm not like the other girls. Cuz I just wanted to be seen as a person. You know, that's pretty much where all the not like other girls stuff stems from, is just wanting to be seen as a person, gosh darn it. Although when it starts turning into like mean behavior and putting down other girls, it kind of just defeats the purpose of that. Nuances are fun. Anyway, so yeah, there was nothing. I didn't have any saving graces for me and my granny glasses. Nowadays, my glasses are basically like an entire mask over my eyes. Because I decided to get ones that were bigger, and then I stopped getting anything else, and nowadays, if I try to go for wireframes again, one, those glasses are going to be so freaking heavy and ridiculous, and two, I'll probably hear complaints of, oh, but the other ones were so cute. I might have a little bit of beef about that. I don't know. I just like to be able to pick out my choice of whatever eyewear and stuff I want without anybody complaining about it for 2 seconds. It's like, you're not the one who has to look at it every damn morning. It's me. I'm the one who has to look at it every day. I do have a couple of spares on hand in case of emergency, like if my current glasses break for any reason, or if I lose my lenses because of some crazy thing. I do have a backup pair. Will they work perfectly? No. I will get a headache and I will have to, like, it's just basically a temporary, I have these so then I can get places. But even right now, I can see that these are starting to not be helpful anymore. This is a sucky revelation to have while streaming. Crap. No, I don't want to go to the eye doctor. I can't anyway, huh? Joke's on me, I'll have to do it in January. You have to pay out of pocket. Because paying insurance is bogus. It's such a pain. Stupid racketeering bastards. Sorry. I have a lot of beef with businesses, okay? A lot of beef, which is really funny considering I'm streaming on two platforms owned by some of the biggest freaking companies on the planet. Because we got Twitch that's owned by Amazon, and then we got YouTube that's owned by Google, which is by extension owned by Alphabet. If you didn't know that, now you know. Also, in recent years, Google took away its "Don't be evil" motto on a sign, so, yeah, that should be a sign for you. Gone are the days where they were just a simple, humble search engine. God, I miss those days. Anyway, enough complaining and missing about the past, because it's not gonna work. Best thing to do is to try to move forward and try to fix things. I don't know how. I do not know how. That's okay. Huh. Sorry about that again. Like I said before, I had a very delicious dinner. And I do mean it was a very delicious dinner. I freaking loved it. It was great. Potatoes. Baked in olive oil with salt and pepper and garlic powder and little bits of minced garlic as well. 425 for 30 minutes. Absolutely delicious. I do have to preface the potatoes were cut into like inch and a half cube-ish shapes. Like I literally just cut the potato in half and then cut the halves into thirds. And then cut those thirds into like 4 to 6 slices or something like that. I don't know. It depends on the size of the potato, really. But absolutely stunning. I love those things. Very addicting. I've pretty much eaten all of them, and I'm probably going to eat the rest of them later. Probably tomorrow. Speaking of food, I have to track down another place or another store that carries a particular type of meatball, frozen meatball specifically, that I like to have. Because the store that I used to get it from discontinued it, or at least discontinued selling it, so now I'm like, well shoot, these are the meatballs that I enjoy and now they're gone. What do I do? So I literally bought the last 2 bags, so yeah, they are gone and I am sad about it. Why is my tooth mad at me? I better not have any surprises in my teeth. I'm gonna be pissed off if I do. I do not need that. I need a drink is what I need. A drink of water. Hello, water. Ah, this winter. This winter is something, that's for sure. Truly is. Whew. I think I need to tilt my glasses a little bit. Sometimes I wonder if I've ever actually gotten my glasses in a proper alignment. Just because of, ear, nose, and eyeball positioning. It can really screw with that. I don't know, it's something to think about. Sorry, I'm internally complaining about the prospect of having to deal with glasses. I also need to get a copy of my prescription so then I can order, like, from random websites that give you glasses, or that you can buy glasses for cheaper. Although I do wonder if I'm out of the prescription ranges of those sites. Crap. See, this is why I need to check. I'm pretty sure I'm long out of the range of being able to use contacts, which really sucks. But in all fairness, I did try contacts back in, I think, early years of high school or something like that. I did attempt to try contacts, but my eyes are so freakishly sensitive that it just didn't work out. Like, I'm talking every time I do the stupid eye puff machine at my doctor's, not doctor's appointment, but at the eye doctor's. Every time we have to do that eye puff machine, I blink, and I have to physically hold my eyeball open because it will not stay open. Just even thinking about it is making my eyes water. That's how bad it is. I do not. Ugh. It's just all the pre-stuff before eye examination and figuring out prescription that I have problems with. Just anything with bright lights in my eye just, ugh. Sucks. My eyes are so horrifically sensitive. I hate bright lights. Dude, I even hate the sun 90% of the time. I'm like, ew, sunlight. And I prefer overcast skies. But like, hang on. Let me actually say that when I'm not yawning. I actually prefer overcast skies and, like, cause then I can see the world without being blinded by the full power of the sun. Cloudy days are nice too, like where there's just clouds but occasionally some sun. Those are nice too. The things I do. Speaking of the things I do, I need to sit up so then I don't turn into a shrimp. Don't want to crush my diaphragm. Oh my gosh. Wow. I am sleepy. Very sleepy. Surprisingly, actually, though, I managed to at least temporarily break my curse of being just very tired and taking a long-ass nap at, like, 2 p.m. or something like that. I say a long nap, but it's really just me dozing off and staring at my phone for hours. Afternoons have not been very productive for me in the past few years, and I think I finally started to break through that. The trick is Minecraft. That's it. The trick is Minecraft. Oh my goodness gracious. Very eepy. Ooh, I just got a chill. That was weird. Could go for some hot chocolate. Maybe I'll make some during the break. That's what I'll do. I'll make some hot cocoa during my break. And then that'll warm me right up, and maybe I should prep to make some of my favorite vegetable dish, or I could also make some spaghetti and meatballs for myself tomorrow. That'd be pretty good. I do still have leftover mac and cheese that I need to terminate, like ASAP. And then the beef and broccoli, I will also need to terminate that soon, so maybe I'll just have that tomorrow. Or if I get in one of those, like, weird, I'm hungry for literally anything and everything all the time. Which does happen quite a lot. If I get in that mood, I'll just eat that. Holy guacamole, I'm feeling the burn of the The sleep monster. The sleep monster says it's time to sleep. I say no, no sir, I do not want to sleep. The void is calling. It says, drift into the arms of the sleep. Say your greetings to the Hat Man. I'm just tired, don't worry chat. I'm okay. It's just the sleep mode that's trying to activate, and it's winning this time around. It's very much winning. Maybe I should put some music in my ears. That'd be kind of nice. I haven't done that in a couple streams. It's been a couple streams since I did that. I don't think I'll do the Christmas music shenanigans though. Even though that was really funny. Let's see. I should take out one of these guys. Maybe two. Maybe three. Let's get some orb. Excellent. Let's think. I'm just mentally going through my music flash drive, which is probably not working because I have like 5% mental processing power. The trick that I would need to do is not pick Christmas music that's going to get the stream muted to hell and back. I mean, I could just like not publish the VOD. That is also a possibility. I'd have to make my choices very carefully. Oh, the struggle of wanting to enjoy Christmas music, plus that stupid flash drive still needs some cleanup. It's a little disorganized. It's got a bunch of songs that would belong on a Christian radio station because when I got the whole flash drive copy, it was on the church mission that I was on, suffering. And that is why half the time I can't listen to those songs anymore because it reminds me of those days, and those days weren't exactly the happiest. I wouldn't take back what I learned from it though. Not in the slightest. It made me a better person in the fact that I got out of my own head, and because I left early, I ended up just dipping out of that particular religion almost entirely. I say almost because, yeah. Yeah. Why are there 4s? There are 4s because I have not taken enough damage. Are you okay? Are you good, puppy? I've still got my dog by my side. I think he heard something slammed in the house. Anytime something slams in the house, he's like, oh hell nah, and he hangs out with me. This fella's doing gymnastics. I should learn male gymnast names. I should learn all the gymnast names. All of them. But then again, calling the Dusks by the names of gymnasts wouldn't be very kind, since I'm kicking the Dusk's butt, so maybe not. Ow. Double ow. Oh my gosh, sorry about that. That was totally rude of me. I know I say it every time that I had a really good dinner, but still, not everybody wants to hear a burp from good dinners. They'd prefer to have the good dinners. Hey, I'd prefer to have the good dinners. Then again, you know what I do anytime I hear a burp in public, and like I know for a fact that the person like didn't really mean to, it's just one of those things that happens sometimes, every once in a while. depending on the burp, I rate it like out of 10. So like if it's kind of like I'm like 3 out of 10. And then sometimes it's a really good solid one and I'm like, oh yeah, that's like a 9 out of 10 or something like that. When in doubt, make fun of the burps by rating the burps. It makes the experience all the better. Holy shiznits, that was interesting. Wait, how did I turn around? Turn around. Turn around. I don't know I literally only know the words turnaround. Why is my knee screaming at me? It's not actually screaming. If you could hear it screaming, yeah. Maybe I've lost some cartilage in that knee. That is a possibility. That knee has been really pissy in the past few years. Can I get that checked for like super cheap? It also could just be loss of muscle in my leg. Maybe my hip's out of alignment again. I'll have to do some weird shit to realign it. That's gotta be fun. You know what also is fun? Reaching real high above your head and stretching, and you say big stretch. That's the golden rule. If you see a kitty cat or a dog stretch like that, you say, ooh, big stretch. Every single time, too, the best part of saying that is 9 times out of 10, the animal will do an even bigger stretch than they initially planned as you say it. I don't know if they do know that you're saying it, but I don't know. Who knows? That's a lot of no's. Almighty, I am sleepy. Wow. I think I need to put the music on, but I don't want to get up. Because if I get up, that means I have to move. But I should also get up anyway because my leg is cold. And it does not like being cold. Seriously, I have been very chilly today. I don't think I'm getting sick. Maybe I'll chop up an apple tonight. I'll find the apple slicer somewhere in the house and chop it up that way. Although I could just chop it up like a normal person. I have the ability to chop up an apple with a proper knife. I've done it like 50 times at this point. Sometimes I just like to eat the apple whole, and then other times I'm like, you know what? No, I'm just gonna chop it. But I can remove a core of an apple. So it takes a lot of practice and coordination because you gotta get the knife at the right angle. You gotta make sure you don't slip and accidentally cut yourself or stab yourself. Whoa! Criminy! I looked away for 2 seconds. I mean, it worked. Sheesh. These guys are spicy tonight. I think we're gonna make our goal, but we'll see. We will see. Oh my gosh. Wow. We'll see if we get below 14,000. I did say like 13,000-ish is like the main goal tonight, but we're definitely gonna hit that. So the goal is to get below like further than the goal. That's a reasonable goal. Yeah. One of my eyes just tried to close for no reason. I am feeling all of the souls of my... What? Maybe I actually will do the thing that I keep saying I'm gonna do and then not doing it. Okay, let's do some shuffling. And by shuffling, I mean I gotta press a button that allows me to open my handy dandy file explorer. Then I'm gonna click another button. It's gonna take me to my files for my music thing. Oh my gosh, there's even music soundtracks. Focus. Could put on some Christmas. Merry Crisis. Merry Chrysler. Oh dear. Yep, I'm going down. I'm going down. Nope, that's not it. Is there a Christmas section? Oh, but it's so broken. What? What? Why are there so many files of Christmas? I'm very suspicious of the ones that are in the void. Why are there like 15 files? There's so many Christmas. I think I'm starting to understand why a lot of things are broken. Okay. Let's, maybe I should just pick one. I got a Michael Bublé album. I'll put him on super duper quiet. It's gonna be really messy, okay? It's gonna be real messy for a second, but I promise you it'll be fine. I just gotta turn down the volume significantly. Maybe if it works. Yeah, that's loud as hell. Let me look at that. Alright, turn down this volume so that it's real quiet. Maybe even quieter than that. Can you hear it, chat? Let me check if you can hear it.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Take a look at the 5 and 10. It's glistening once again.
I'm still checking, by the way, chat. It might be broken. Hang on.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Maybe I turned it down too low.
Toys in every store.
We got. Do we have the Bublé?
Is the holly that will be on your own front door.
We do have it! Yay! Let's go! We are so getting muted to hell with this. Yeah, let's get muted. Just school to start again. Beginning to look a lot. This is why I'm gonna turn off the VOD. Did I already take these guys out? Yeah, I did. Maybe that's too loud.
There's a tree in the Grand Hotel, one in the park as well.
Oh jeez, I can't even remember the words. It's almost too loud actually. Let me adjust the volume again. Mr. Bublé, you're a little loud. Mr. Bubbly. There we go. Better. Less in the ears. It's gonna Twitch is gonna scream at me. I might turn it up. I might turn it off later. I'm kind of enjoying the silliness of this. Beginning. Yeah, Gridman. You know, it'd be sick as if I had a Hanukkah soundtrack as well. I mean, Hanukkah's kind of already ongoing. Are we on day 4? I think we're on day 4. Or is it day
on your
5?
own front
I'll have to check.
door.
This is so silly, I love it.
Sure, it's Christmas
It a Christmas.
once more.
I can trust Mr. Mike to grace us with excellent voices. This is so getting like nuked. Oh, this is around the time that I'd take a break, but I'm not feeling very breakish right now. I'm feeling jolly. Oh gosh, I almost walked
Better not cry.
right into the
Better
door.
not pout, I am telling you why.
Telling her why Santa Claus is coming to town. Ow.
Making a list, checking it
I mean,
twice.
I'm all down for the
Gonna
big band.
find
Wait,
out
where'd he go?
who's a naughty or nice.
Come back here. Come here, Dusk.
Santa
Come on, come on, come
Claus
on. Bring it
is
on, bring it on.
coming to town.
Let's spin. Let's spin.
He sees
This
you
VOD
when
is so
you're
not surviving more than a few hours.
and he knows when you're away. He knows
It's so worth it though.
so big a
I just hope I don't get like struck to hell. That would suck.
you better watch out.
I will probably have to delete this.
You better not
But
I am telling you why.
I'll switch music after this one. How about that? I'll switch music after this. We'll pop over to Portal and stuff. It's just kind of fun to listen to silly Christmas music, you know? Sir, this is very loud. It is so loud indeed that I'm having to project my voice a little bit more strongly. I mean, not that I mind. In another life, I would have been a jazz musician if I actually worked. But, eh.
Now he sees you when you're
Oh, he's getting real into it too.
and he knows when you're awake.
Yeah, he knows when you're awake.
Knows if you've been bad
Better
or
good, so be good. For goodness sake. Oh, Jesus. This is why I'm not allowed to come up with the words.
You better
I'll do my own covers later.
You better not cry.
I wonder how to do the instrumentals for these, though.
Santa Claus
That is something to think about.
to town.
That is a good question.
You better watch out.
Hell yeah.
You better not cry.
Let's go.
Better not pout. I'm telling you
Yeah, he's telling you why.
Santa
Santa Claus is coming
I'm
to
the big
town.
bad man with the long white beard. He's coming to town.
Alright. That's enough of Mr. Senor. Mr. Senor. Let's pause that so then it doesn't do anymore. I think it's a... I think I'm switching back to Portal. That was beautiful, though. It made the year feel a little bit more festive. You know? I am so shocked that I haven't gotten Twitch screaming at me yet. But maybe, just maybe, if I check my notifications. Oh, it's behaving. I'm shocked. Let me check though if y'all are hearing it. I mean, I'm pretty sure you're hearing it. Let me check. Oh yeah, you're hearing it. Ugh. Maybe I'll wear the blanket over my leg instead of on my shoulders. Did I just say leg as in I only had one leg? I still have two. Wait, did I already take this out? Yes. I forgot to go back and forth. That was fun. There's definitely gonna be a muted section of the VOD. That was so funny though. It was so funny. And very necessary. Cracks me up. I do need to keep in mind though that when I switch to, if I do need to switch to the Be Right Back screen later tonight, I do need to keep in mind that the audio will still be going in the background and will clash with the Be Right Back audio, so I'll need to pause it before I do anything else. But we're not gonna worry about that right now. We're just gonna have some fun with this. Banger. Shoot, I still have yet to finish. Oh no! I just realized the first time and only time I've really played Portal is on my old laptop. And yeah, it's not this one. Crap. I don't even remember what part I was stuck on. I was stuck on one of the puzzles though. Hi puppy, are you okay? Goodness sakes. You look like you're feeling small. Hang on, let me tuck you in, puppy. There we go. Do you feel safer, dog? Do you feel safer? Oh. Did I already take these guys out? Yes, I did. I love being able to look backwards. Time travel sight is very essential to this. Like I said, I might be still tired. Cozy though. Very cozy. My index finger is pissing me off again. Specifically the healing burn wound. It's irritating the crap out of me and I want it to fix up already so then I don't have to think about it anymore. Whew. That was a weird moment. For a second, everything was very blue. Not on the screen, but on my laptop screen, I thought I saw a blue tone, and I was very confused. Did I just hear my own voice from the... I think I heard my own voice from the audio. Never mind, we're good. We're good. Ow. Okay, cool. Gotta straighten up my posture so then I don't hurt my back by being a shrimp. That'll be good to know. Ah. Alright, big stretch, reach above my head. Crack my wrists repeatedly because that's how they work for some reason. Let's go. Tis a good day. Whoa. Wrong direction. Like I keep saying, I look away for 2 seconds. And I get distracted and go a completely different direction than I planned. I'd love some chocolate right now. Would love, love, love some chocolate. Oh, chilly. Got a little extra cold there. I might have to fetch the blanket for my shoulders. I don't want to be cold anymore. So I'm gonna fetch the blanket. There we go. Much, much better. Alright, cool. Let's continue. Oh, as soon as I'm done going in a random direction. The soundtrack is such a vibe. Come on, bring it on. I'm gonna let them do some extra damage. There we go, much better. Just trying to get in a good position to be able to do this. Oh my goodness. Nap time. I've got a very good dog with me, who is my best buddy. Ooh, I should test Portal and download that. That'll be my full screen test. Although I could also test... Did I do Human Fall Flat? Did I download it on the desktop? I don't think I did. I'll have to test it later. I mean, in all fairness, I have a feeling that if I want to record it, it's gonna have to either be windowed or I'm gonna have to record a separate What the hell? Okay. It's one of those days, apparently. Okay. I want to lean back, but I can't. So I'm going to adjust my seating position and make sure that I don't get a weird crick in my neck. 'Cause that hurts. A lot. Hmm. Okay, don't run through the door. Ah, there we go, much better. Mm. This is still one of my favorites. This soundtrack. I will say it over and over again. It's very nice to listen to shake things up from the usual Dastati. Very, very nice. Whew. Whoa. That's interesting. Winds to the east, mist coming in. Like something is brewing, about to begin. I think I mentioned this once, that I rewatched Mary Poppins again, like for the first time in a long time, and it was very nice to watch. I quite enjoyed it. Quite a cheery movie. With a good story, very relaxing. And I made myself sit through the entire thing because I knew my attention span was completely shoddy when I was like, oh, I'm gonna distract myself. And I'm like, girl, watch the movie. You put the VHS tape in there for a reason. Get the ball rolling. Ooh, you know what sounds really good? Popcorn. Popcorn and hot chocolate. That sounds really good for me. That'll be real nice. Some popcorn, some hot chocolate. Ocean sounds. Maybe not ocean sounds. That reminds me. I wonder if that ocean town I went to is doing alright or if it's very flooded right now. I have a sneaking suspicion that it's kind of flooded, which really sucks because it was a nice little place. Hmm. (17 minus 13 equals 4. 4. I've turned into a zombie apparently. Oh my goodness gracious almighty. Ah. Okay. Okay, perfect. We're making some progress. Let's go. I need to get beat up so much because I got too much HP orb. I need to fix my audio again after this. Oh no, come back to me. Come on, fight me. Please, I need the damage. The fuck did I just hear? I thought I heard something really loud outside just now, but it didn't get picked up on the mic. But it was loud as hell. I've got an idea. When the music ends, I'm closing the media program. Provided I don't die. Alright. Media program getting closed. Yeet. Give me an orb. Okay. And now back to our standard programming. If I can get off the ground. Okay. Holy shit. Okay. Okay, I have a plan. Here's the plan. I'm gonna take a short break, but it's not gonna be for hot chocolate just because of time. I'm just gonna take a short break to breathe, to stretch, to drink some extra water, see if I can get my energy back up, cause yikes. I'm gonna hand you over to the be right back screen, and we will indeed be right back. We're back! Yay! I've had some chocolate chips. I've moved around a bit. I'm getting tucked in under my blankets, and the remote is across the room. Good job. Alright. Woo! We're going. Oh, that popcorn looks real. But to make popcorn is to babysit it. I can only babysit so many. What did I just hear? That better not have been the gate flying off its freaking hinges. I'm gonna lose my gosh darn marbles if that's the case. Let me see it. Oh, thank goodness it's still there. Why is it so bad? Why? Why must this world be like this? I wanted a snowy winter and a white Christmas. But we don't get a white Christmas. We just get a gross one. That's warm. Like 50 degrees or some shit. That's some bull. That is some bull. Let me do a weather search. Let me look it up. Hello, Evil Overlord list. I love typing. No, I want a snowy Quizmaid. You know what I think will be a great idea? We're gonna sing Christmas Carol while we beat up these dusks. I don't know all the words though, so I'm gonna muck it up. I'm probably gonna make stuff up too. That'll be even more hilarious. So let us begin. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the tree tops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. Oh, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the tree tops glisten, the children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. Oh my god, OBS finally fucking had it with me. It was just like, girls, shut up, stop singing Christmas tunes. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh my gosh, that's funny. What did I finish beating up? Okay, so, singing Christmas tunes is a big no-no according to my, internet OBS. Maybe I was too good. Ha! Just kidding. Let me fix something. My stream manager babysitter is broken. Oh my gosh, it's really broken. I have to reboot the entire thing. This is what I get. Alright. There we go, we're back in business. That was funny. That was so freaking funny. Sorry about that, chat. Yeah. I knew that was gonna happen at some point. I'm like, there is no way that I'm not gonna have issues tonight. I know my internet well. I'm like, it's gonna misbehave today. And I was correct. It did. It did indeed. And it was funny. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those short and long ones again. Curses. Or the internet just decided to give out on me and tell me to stop singing Christmas songs. It could be that. Still funny though. Hey, if the other one is a nuke-worthy thing, then I can just I can save this segment. Basically, for anyone who watches this in case I had to just not allow the other segment to be published. I've been tired. And what I decided to do is I decided to put on some Christmas music, specifically a Michael Bublé album. I only put on 2 songs before switching to the Portal soundtrack. Then, the previous VOD ended in me trying to sing I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas, and the stream crashed. Which, to me, was an indicator saying, please for the love of God, stop trying to sing Christmas carols and stuff, it's not for you. I bet if I had a different mic, that might be of a different story. Or maybe I'm just a little too confident in my singing skills. I sing better with a backing track. Maybe. I don't know. One of these days I'll do another karaoke night. I had the opportunity a while back, but I really just wanted to stay home, curl up, and relax for the evening. On that particular night, it was just bad timing. I think I was on a writing streak, and you don't break a writing streak when you have one. It's very necessary. Ah, there you go. There's my Celements. Good job, Celements. It took you a while, but you got there. You got there. Good job, Celements. It's been 85 years. I don't... Oh, wait. No, it's 84. Jeez Louise. Good job. We're making some progress, though. So, there's that. Now I have to rely on, odd times to get what I want. Alright, let's make this worth it. I do not like the weather, Sam, I am. I do not like it. Not one bit. I don't. I really don't. It's putting me on edge. I also talked about wrestlers earlier in the stream for some reason. Well, it's not a for some reason. It's literally because WWE content shows up on my For You page whenever I scroll around on TikTok. Holy shiznits, I am all over the place today. And I'm also craving popcorn. Well, I'm not really... I just want to chew on something. Let's be honest. Let's be real here. I just want to chew on something. I probably am craving something. chomp. Probably popcorn, but hot chocolate. Oh. Cozy. Very, very cozy. I love this. I love this game. This game is so fun. It doesn't look like fun right here just because I'm doing this repetitively. I'm still having a lot of fun. If I wasn't having fun doing this, I would have quit a long time ago. Technically, I did quit a long time ago, but I was also dealing with college and trying to graduate and survive. So, still kind of doing the surviving part, but I don't know. I can't wait to get to the level 99 part. That's gonna be so fun. That's why I'm doing all this work to get there. You know what I should do one day? I'm thinking about this. I've been thinking about this for like the past couple weeks at least. When it comes to the bakery map. One of these days, I really, really, really want to... I mean, I could just look up building tips and stuff from other people's videos, but sometimes you gotta see and hear what people are saying to build stuff. I don't know. Basically, I'm thinking about how the tents look at the bakery, and I kind of want to fix them. And I think I might make them a different mono. Like, instead of the stripe on the white tents, just what? But also, it'd just be kind of fun to kind of collaborate and to get to know my fellow building peers. I'd really like to do that, and it'll help me get over the fear I have of interacting with other humans. Because it's a big problem. It is such a nasty problem of mine that I just cannot get myself to function around other people. It's really horrendous. Like, I surprise myself on the days where I am talkative. Like, there's this one time, I was digging through the bargain bins at Walmart because I spotted a couple of DVDs and I'm like, this is hilarious. And one of them happened to be, like, the really old Lord of the Rings. And I ended up chatting with this other dude who was also fishing through the bargain bin and, like, we were talking back and forth about other random movies that were in the bin. And I was so surprised at myself that I was being social. I could feel my brain being like, I don't want to do this anymore, I don't want to do this, and I was just like, girl, chill. We're almost there. We are making progress. We are talking to someone about random old DVDs. It's going great. Speaking of that, I did get one of the random old DVDs. I think I said it before. It's the animated version of Lord of the Rings. One of these nights I'm gonna watch it. And I'm going to regret watching it. You know, I've got a great idea. The day I watch it, I will record my entire reaction, edit it into a video, and post it. You have my word, I will do that. I will edit a video of my reaction to the old Lord of the Rings. And this is coming from someone who barely made it through, like, partway through to Fellowship of the Ring. Like, I was dealing with the trees. I think I got to Rivendell before I gave up. Which is really funny because I was literally reading the book for a class. I can't remember if we were told to skip chapters, but I do understand why there's some things that were skipped in the adaptation of the films. Just because some stuff doesn't adapt well to film deal. Like, you can get away with long journeys in books. You can't quite get away with that in film. There's a time limit and a resource limit too. That's another big deal. That's a huge deal, actually. And that was even with, like, the years of pre-production that they did for Lord of the Rings. Like, they had years of pre-production for that. So I do understand where some adaptations change things. Would it be fun to see a book brought to life? Absolutely, but there are some things that are very difficult to translate to film. Like inner monologues. I mean, a lot of times inner monologues are used as, like, are translated as voiceovers, but it doesn't always have the same kick to it. It's very tricky. It's kind of like when, this is something I've had a little bit of trouble with. Okay. So, when I write, sometimes I imagine it visually. So, I have trouble, like, getting the descriptions down, and then other times I write it as a book in mind rather than some sort of story that's playing out, like, as an animation or something like that. Like, the writing changes depending on what the intended medium is. And some adaptation things end up changing because of the different medium. Like, I'll just give an example. Invincible, in season 2, they have this whole scene that's a joke about different shortcuts that comic writers have. And in the animation, they made jokes about the animation shortcuts that they do for the series, and they show the jokes on screen, and it's incredibly funny. It's a really good scene. Like one of them is, have you noticed that they do a pan over a wide shot but nobody's actually moving, or when they cut really close to not animate the mouth, or have someone not looking at the screen when they're speaking? Like those things. Like, they adapted the joke for the medium. Or say, this is even like same book, just a different edition. The Scott Pilgrim vs. the World graphic novels were originally published in black and white. And there was a joke about the fact that the book was published in black and white, and it was something to do with, I think it was something to do with Ramona's hair color. I can't remember the exact page. I could easily pull it up and look for it. I have the books, but I'm being lazy. Anyway, when they did the color edition, the joke, instead of saying, note, this is printed in black and white, the note was changed to, this is funnier in black and white. And just things, little things that you have to change in order to translate. It's kind of like localization with translation as well. Whenever you localize a series, like, for example, this happens a lot with a lot of Japanese media. There's a localization and translation to make sure that the jokes still come across. Because you can't always directly translate some of the jokes, because some of them come from a cultural context, and then other ones you can translate the jokes directly. Or some of them involve rhyming. So you have to change the rhyme, but still have the same sort of meaning and vibe that was in the original source. Like, it's those little things in the adaptation that it's like, okay, yeah, it sucks that you can't do a one-to-one, but it makes the jokes, it also makes the dialogue flow for the language, and yeah. Adaptation and localization is a freaking difficult ass job, and I hate the fact that businesses and basically tech bros are trying to automate it with AI bullshit, because AI cannot do proper localization. Localization is a lot of human decision. You have to really think about it. You can't use literal translations. You have to make things flow. You have to make it sound right. And AI is just regurgitated shit. It's just a regurgitation of everything it's scraped up. I will constantly insult AI stuff, specifically learning language models or whatever they're freaking called. I hate those damn things. I appreciate when they're used to identify things and, you know, for the cause of mankind, but when it's used to replace things and where humans really should be in place, I'm just like, oh no, that's really not good. It's just not great. It's ass. It's ass. I still love and appreciate that when they decided to be thinking that they were cheeky, swallow up all the Ghibli films and the stupid image generations. Because of the warm colors of the Ghibli films, they accidentally poison the entire thing. So a large percentage of the image generators now have an automatic piss filter, and it makes it really easy to spot right off the bat if someone doesn't edit it afterwards. You can just be like, aha, piss filter, this is AI. It doesn't always work. And it's a very specific yellow. There's a reason why I call it by that name rather than just a yellow filter. There's a reason for that. I like things made by human hands. I like seeing the silly craft stuff. I like seeing the work put in. Like this, all of these animations were made by somebody who was probably really freaking tired by the end of it. Every last one of these models was designed by hand, and they thought, how do I move this? How are they going to attack? How many moves are these Dusks going to make? What are they going to do when the player is super close? Or what are they going to do after they use the reversal command? These are so important. So important. And yes, there is some AI in there that's deciding these things, but a lot of it is just if-then statements. It's not the same. It's not generating stuff. It's built. It's coded by hand by the people who make these things. I love the results of hard work. The results of the blood, sweat, and tears of every single person on a team is 10 times more beautiful than something that was gathered, blended, and spat right back out for the purpose of consumption. And I don't know. This like, even just this tiny little section that I've been staring at, to the point where I've noticed that patterns repeat on the stairs. And you can see some of the pattern repetition right here. Like, these details are beautiful. I love it. I don't know what else to say. Humanity is a beautiful thing. So beautiful. So pretty. Humans do all sorts of silly things too. They dance and sing for little to no reason. They make up little songs about whatever they do. They walk certain ways just because they've heard little tales like, step on a crack, you'll break your mother's back. They have those beliefs of little superstitions that seem really arbitrary, but they feel important to that person. That's the beautiful part of humanity, is the different things that they do. Some of them like certain food, some of them hate those foods. Some of them don't like a certain food for a petty reason. Some of them don't like it because it reminds them of a really crappy time. The universe is gorgeous, gosh dang it. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. As chaotic as it can get. So pretty. I think I'm falling asleep. Just a little longer. Stay awake just a little bit more. It doesn't look like I'm awake or not awake. Come here, buddy. I will get a 4 from you. What a beautiful universe I live in. Where the stars appear to move in certain patterns. Where 3 dusks will all do the same windmill attack. Where the weather will be absolutely freaking annoying and confusing. Pretty universe. Very, very pretty universe. There's one night long time ago. This is why I don't really particularly hate this one memory. I used to go to a church where once every 3 to 4 years or so, we would go on this thing called a trek, where we would basically roleplay as pioneers for a few days, pushing along handcarts. And we'd sleep under the stars. And one night, I remember, when one of the lights was off, I remember seeing so many more stars than I could ever see on a normal night. And it was so beautiful. It's absolutely breathtaking. I could have stared at those stars forever, but I fell asleep. I still remember them, and it's one of my fondest memories to see all of the tiny little stars I otherwise wouldn't have seen in town. And to think we are just simply small planets in that cluster, and yet that planet seems so large compared to us. Isn't that incredible? Absolutely incredible. How much XP have we gotten so far? Let's push below 13,000, shall we? That sounds perfect. Absolutely perfect. And I'd like to get as much as I can out of these remaining dusks. I think that would be a wonderful idea. I am maybe pushing the patience thing a little bit, but that's okay. You know what I think would be a really funny idea for one of these streams? This is just me spitballing. Is for one of these streams, I just put on some like really slow music in the background or something like that. Or just play the game audio kind of quiet. And then I'll start talking really slow like this, really quiet. And it'll be a whole ASMR stream. And then every once in a while when these dusks come at me, I'll start talking suddenly really loud. I was gonna do it as a joke and stuff, but I feel like that would be a little bit rude, so I'm not doing that. I thought it would be funny, but no, let's not do that. But at the same time, it would be really fun to do a really quiet kind of ASMR type stream where I just beat up dusks but quietly speak. Wouldn't that be magical? It's so silly. It's very silly indeed. What am I looking at? Okay, we're good. We're doing good. Okay. Alright. Okay. Now that some of that silliness is out of the way, I think I am gonna call it for the evening. Yeah, I'm gonna call it for the evening because I can feel the EBGBs of the sleepies hitting me in the brain. See what I mean? I'm coming up with weird ass words. Alright. Thank you all so much for watching and or joining, even if for the briefest of moments. If you enjoyed that or any of my other videos on the YouTube side, hit the subscribe button. If you want to follow the Twitch side to get notifications for when I go live on Twitch, hit the follow button. If you want to see my weird ass tweets every once in a while, I got a Twitter and a Blue Sky, both under the name Yellowfang42. I am a silly Billy. Alright, I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna eat some popcorn, drink some hot chocolate, and yeah. Thank you so much. We'll see where we continue. I don't know if I'm gonna continue on Monday, just because of holidays, and I don't know whether or not I will stream tomorrow. I'm playing it by ear. I'm playing a lot by ear, let's be honest here. That'll be all. Thank you so much. Have a good afternoon, morning, evening, day, whatever it is, night. And have a good one. Thank you so much.